Hello there, my name is Terry Gorry from Terry, Gorry and Company Solicitors. I'm a solicitor, obviously. This short video is just a general sort of overview of personal injuries in Ireland and the law surrounding it, and how to make a claim, what the procedure is in relation to the Personal Injuries Board and so on. In this video, I'm just going to cover what is a personal injury, how the Injuries Board in Ireland works, what you need to make a claim for a personal injury, the critical steps in the process. So let's get started. What is a personal injury? Well, the definition of a personal injury for the purposes of the making a claim under the Civil Liability Act of 1961 is very, very wide and varied. Basically, injuries to any part of the body from head to toe, literally, would be comprised in a definition of a personal injury. The most common types of injuries are neck, back and broken limbs. It can also include psychiatric and psychological injuries such as post-traumatic stress and depression. And the most common causes of injury are accidents on the road, road traffic claims, accidents at work, or accidents in public. The injuries are almost always caused by the commission of a wrong, and in the vast majority of cases the wrong in question is negligence and or breach of duty, including statutory duty. So the first thing you need to do if you've suffered a personal injury is to contact the respondent, in other words the person against whom you are going to make your claim and who you hold liable for the injury you've suffered. Ideally, you should contact them within 2 months of your accident or injury. You need to submit your application then to the Injuries Board. You'll need a medical report from your GP. You'll need a fee of €50. Form A from the Injuries Board must be completed, and you can download that from the Injuries Board website. And then you have 2 years from the date of the accident to make your claim. There are exceptions to this time limit, however, particularly in the case of minors. In other words, people under the age of 18. What happens next? Well, the Injuries Board then contact the respondent, provided of course that your application is acceptable to the Injuries Board and is properly filled out and so on. The respondent is given details of your application, including the medical report that you've submitted. If the respondent agrees to the Injuries Board making an assessment of damages within 90 days, well then the Injuries Board will go ahead and make the assessment, and it will put a monetary value on the injuries that you've suffered. If the respondent does not agree, then the Injuries Board will issue a letter to you or your solicitor, a letter of authorization, and this allows you then to bring legal proceedings to hold him or her responsible for your injury. If the respondent does agree, then the Injuries Board make their assessment, they send it to you and the respondent. If the respondent and yourself agree in relation to the amount being awarded, well then the Injuries Board issue an order to pay. If either you or the respondent don't agree on the amount, then the board will issue, as I say, a letter of authorization, and you must bring legal proceedings in the court system. As I say, my name is Terry Gorry of Terry, Gorry and Company Solicitors. You can contact me through the telephone details on the screen that you see there. The mobile is probably the handiest one to get me. You can also get me on the email terry@businessandlegal.ie, and if you want to find out more information about making a personal injuries claim, how the whole system works, how the Personal Injuries Board works and so on and so forth, just stop by my website businessandlegal.ie and just click on the personal injuries link that you'll see, and it'll bring you to a good bit more information about this whole thing, how the whole thing works. Thanks for watching.